YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes. Hello, Lokesh. Hello, Robert. Hello, Meg. Welcome. We will start in a few minutes. How are you, Robert? Hi, Vikas. Welcome. We will start in a minute. If anyone wants to introduce themselves, you can do it now before everyone joins. Then we will introduce ourselves and then we will start the session. We will not spend too much time on introductions, but it's good to introduce on the first day. And those who are watching on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, if you want to join the live Zoom session, you have to be in our WhatsApp group. And to join in our WhatsApp group, you should go to our official Instagram handle, Stockholm IT Academy, and comment under any post testing. Then you will get a form. If you fill the form, you will be added into the WhatsApp group. And there you will get all the links like the session links, Zoom links, Google Drive links, and other links. Otherwise, you can watch for today, you can watch the stream on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Welcome, Bhaskar, Lakshmi. Okay, there are some people who just joined the group. Maybe it's good I will post the message again. Um, I'm sharing the Zoom link again in the WhatsApp group one last time, and we will start in a minute. Hi Madhuri, hi Umameshwar Rao. Welcome. Okay, we will start. It is 4:02 in Stockholm or in Sweden. 4:02 p.m. I think in India it is 7:32 p.m. I'm not sure from where you are joining. Maybe you can enter in the chat from where you are joining, because I saw so many people joining from UK, US. Yeah, Hyderabad. Uma Maheshwara is from Hyderabad. Robert, Meg, Sai Swaroop, Lokesh, Bhaskar, Madhuri. From where are you joining?
Hi, I'm Madhuri. I'm joining from USA.
Hello, hi Madhuri. Okay, we have people from Texas, USA, Sweden, Rajahmundry, Anantapur, Robert from Slovakia. Okay, fine. Let's start. Welcome everyone. As you know already, these sessions are for automation testing with Playwright, whoever wants to upskill themselves into automation testing. There are no prerequisites, but it's good to know a little bit of manual testing or software testing fundamentals. We will also try to cover some of the software testing fundamentals during the sessions, but it's really good if you already have some background. If you don't have, I strongly recommend while we continue these sessions, spend some time separately to learn something about software testing, the basics. You should know basics, what is a test case, what is a bug report, and some other basic technical terminology related to software testing. Then you are good to learn automation testing without any prerequisites, because we cover everything from the scratch. Let me introduce myself first and give some background about our academy. And then we have Vikas, who is your mentor for software testing, automation testing with Playwright and AI. We also have Vedran. Vedran also a trainer and mentor, but he will be acting as a course coordinator for automation testing. If you join manual testing, Vedran will be teaching you the manual testing concepts. The manual testing sessions are in the morning. Morning Swedish time, 10:30 a.m., but India time, 2 p.m. So you can calculate, I think in the US, it is not possible to attend the manual testing classes, but for automation, you can join. We are also trying to create a batch on manual testing for people living in the US. But for now, the only batch is at 2 p.m. IST or 10:30 CET in the morning. Yeah, coming to me, I am Jagdish, founder of SITA.dev. SITA.dev is a Swedish-based international talent community company which helps people to get jobs in tech. We also operate as a Stockholm IT Academy. SITA stands for Stockholm IT Academy, actually. We first started Stockholm IT Academy, but our operations were only limited to Sweden. Whoever living in Sweden or Europe with valid residence permit, we were providing vocational training for them. The vocational training is 1 year long. It is kind of a simulation of a real work environment with a lot of other activities along with the technical training. But we always had a demand for pure technical courses. That is why we are providing the technical courses worldwide for everyone through Stockholm IT Academy. So we don't cover much other than the technical stuff in the technical courses part. That is the difference. So we have two websites, stockholmitacademy.com and SITA.dev, SITA.dev. So if anyone came across both, I hope you get clarity now. Yeah, I have more than 15 years of experience in IT. I started my career as a middleware consultant, and in the middle, I've switched to automation testing and DevOps. For the past 7, 8 years, I've been working as a test automation specialist and QA lead. But from last 2 years, or more than 2 years, it's been 3 years. Time flies. I've been an entrepreneur working on my own companies and my own software product development projects. And we have Vikas with us, who has been working with us as a mentor. He has excellent track record of training and mentoring so many people. Almost all the batches we got 99% amazing positive feedback. Only some people who are absolute beginners with 15, 20 years of, I mean, the 1% feedback that was not positive was from people with 15, 20 years of career break. Otherwise, we have 99% positive feedback. It is not easy to achieve a 99% positive feedback in every batch and in every session. So with that, I'll hand over to Vikas. Maybe before Vikas, Vedran, maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit, and then we will hand over to Vikas. So Vikas will lead the session till the end.
Yeah, sure. Hello, can everybody hear me well?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, my name is Vedran, and a little bit about me. I worked as a language teacher in Sweden. I actually taught at SFE, and yeah, teaching, helping people it has been a big part of my life. And quite recently, I moved into software testing, and yeah, I found myself interested in programming, so I decided to explore this field and sort of combine my previous teaching experience with software testing. So yeah, and of course, I will be also, for the most part, teaching the manual testing program in the morning. So
Yeah, thanks, Vedran. Before handing it over to Vikas, I would like to share everyone the Google Drive link that we will be using throughout our course. Let me share the Google Drive link in the chat. You can access the Google Drive link in the chat. Let me also share the screen and show you what you can get in this Google Drive. Right now, this is a view-only Google Drive. That means you can't edit anything that is uploaded here. And you don't have to edit because we upload the study material in PDF format and you will get the class recordings. Once Vikas starts the session, I will also start recording and I will upload the recording here. So you can always find the recording. All the classes will be recorded and uploaded here. So if you miss a class any particular day, you can come here and watch it. But we don't recommend people to skip the sessions just because you have access to recordings. It's good to attend the live session and be interactive and ask questions. That is the best way to learn. But anyways, if something happens, if you get sick or if you have some personal emergency, you can always come back here and find the recording. Here you will find the curriculums for all the three programs that we are offering. Basically, say these three curriculums cover the full stack QA. We have also updated our curriculum with applied QA, applied AI for QA engineers. So how you can use AI and do software testing. So that's what this covers. You can also take a look at all these curriculums. And more or less, this is what we are going to teach. Maybe a little bit more practicals and projects, but this is what we teach. And then Vedran will be uploading the study materials time to time in this folder. So you can get access and you will also get some assignments and practicals during the training program. So you will find the assignments here. And this is where you will create your individual profile. Let's say, for example, if Madhuri joins the session, so Madhuri will create a folder here. You will have right access to this folder from next week, not this week. And then you will create your assignment, you will submit your assignments here, your tests here, and you will also create your resume and cover letter here so that we will also have some professional development mentoring sessions. Along with technical sessions, you will also get to know how to introduce yourself, how to attend interview, how to clear interviews. You will get some feedback. We will review your resume, cover letter, your LinkedIn, etc. So everything related to your individual submissions and profiles and CVs will be here. You will create and you will save here. Yeah, hope you all have access to a Google Drive folder now. And this link will be shared in Zoom and sorry, in WhatsApp group. And every day the session link will also be shared in the WhatsApp group. That is a little bit administrative stuff. Basically, you need only two things. One is Zoom link to attend the class and Google Drive link where you can find all the study material, assignments, your profiles and recordings in the curriculum. We don't need anything else. And because we'll be reviewing, because Vedran or me will be reviewing whatever the assignments you submit here. Yeah, that's all from my side. Over to you, Vikas.
Thank you, Jagdish. Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening to all. My name is Vikas Pandari. So I'll be quickly introducing myself. So I have almost like 12 to 13 years of experience into QA. Have worked on like almost like all kind of domains with respect to, I would say, whether it is e-commerce, payments, or let's say insurance. So have got the complete end-to-end understanding in terms of manual as well as the automation, which is currently in, I would say, which is obviously like nowadays you might have heard about various LLMs models. So uh, so I have been kind of into training almost like 7+ years now. Have been like trained more than like around 5,000 I would say candidates who were obviously like manual as well as automation testing. So I have got the skill set with respect to like almost all sort of automation tool, I would say. Because obviously like everybody has started their journey via, I would say, Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, Catalan. There are various tools like right now in the market. But out of these tools, I would like obviously recommend, or I would highly encourage everyone to kind of have, let's say, more focused on the Playwright. The reason is simple. I'll talk about that in detail in the coming you can say uh, what are the different advantage, why Playwright, why not Selenium, let's say Cypress. So we will dig into that into details, don't worry. At any point, if you guys think that I'm going fast, at any point, if you feel you have not understood any of the concept with respect to TypeScripts, whatever language we will be talking about, you can obviously unmute. If you are not comfortable in, let's say, you can drop a note on chat window. The chat window will be open and we will go slowly in terms of understanding the core concept first, because why automation? What are the advantage of automation? I know like some of you already have the background in terms of the manual testing or any sort of course you might have taken into consideration. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. There is nothing as such prerequisite required, guys. Okay, so don't worry on the prerequisite whether I am altogether new to QA or let's say I'm learning QA for the first time. Any non-technical person also. The only thing is obviously you should be aware in terms of how to let's say open the respective uh, tool which you are installing and opening that tool, how to kind of walking through, let's say, different terminals, commands. Those are the basic things. Like you need to know the basics of like how to, let's say, install the required software and how to, let's say, navigate to the different applications which we are talking about, right? That's the only prerequisite. Uh, Even if you don't have zero knowledge on the code part, that is absolutely fine, guys. Okay. So coding is not, I would say 100% required. Okay. We will go slow. We will obviously understand each and every phase of software testing lifecycle. Uh, we will consider like when the automation will be kind of coming into consideration whenever we are kind of working on a real-time project. And the all like whatever dots we will be talking about at the later phase we will be trying like, we will take obviously like real time project around 4 to 5 projects which will connect all the dot that will make your let's say real time exposure understanding in detail like how we have let's say covered the topic of manual testing, why test case writing is important, how the test scenarios are written, what is test plan, how the test plans are kind of written by your QA lead or anyone, how neat, like how those are documented, how to read them, what are the different ways to kind of do the coverage logic. All these are kind of like obviously interconnected. And at the end, when once we are into the automation, how those dots are kind of getting connected, guys. Okay, so we will go with very like basics of QA, then to the manual testing concept. Once the manual testing concepts are kind of clear to everyone, we'll jump onto the respective language, that is the Playwright with TypeScript as well as JavaScript, and then we'll move on to the respective, I would say, the core setup and how we are kind of creating a base framework for the automation, like whatever application we will consider, right? How to create a base framework for that particular application. Okay. So, those who are, let's say, very new to QA or any like automations, this thing discussion, guys, why we are going with Playwright has its own advantage, guys. Uh, you will obviously learn a lot of content over the internet. The only one reason I would say is like Playwright is kind of being supported by Microsoft and it is having a huge community support with respect to all the programming languages. Okay. So Playwright is a kind of tool which is majorly supporting 5 major programming languages. And out of that, why we have selected TypeScript as well as JavaScript, obviously, it has a huge community support and it is kind of the graph for Playwright over the last 2 years, or let's say 2 to 3 years. It's always like improvising, guys. Okay. If you are having Playwright with JS or TS into your resume or into your experience, right, it will create a huge impact. The number of projects or number of, you can say the number of interview calls or anything, right, it will be on the positive side. That's the major advantage. Okay. So that's the major thing which we will discuss in detail. And like after at least 1 to 1.5 weeks, you will have the clarity why Playwright. Okay. So we will discuss that in detail. Don't worry. We will go through the course content, what all different, uh, let's say, features, what are the major, you can say, advantage of Playwright. We will discuss those in very like detailed manner. Okay. Now, coming to the setup and everything which is required, guys, it's very basic. Any like Windows or Mac machine is fine. So we will be talking that in detail by having a hands-on exposure, guys. Okay. So we will take real time, you can say, example for each of the respective example. Okay. One major thing you need to understand, guys, if we are learning about any programming language, okay, JavaScript or TypeScript, you might be having a question that, hey, I don't know Java, I don't know any of the PL programming language. How would I, like, let's say, write a code on my own, right? That may be the major challenge for all of you who are in this call. So guys, I know like we will start from base. I need the input from your side as well, right? If you are altogether new to let's say any of the technical domain, and you are trying to write the code for the first time or anything, right? You need to, let's say, put some effort from your side as well. Okay, if you are altogether new to programming language, try to note down the doubts, queries, questions, whatever you have in terms of, because whenever there will be a, let's say, interview or something, they will ask you to share your screen and write a respective code for any of the real-time use case, guys. Okay. So at that time, you don't need to, let's say, what is this variable, how to, let's say, use for loop, how to use while loop. So all those concepts should be pretty much clear in terms of real-time use cases. And once we are, let's say, have the clarity on composing or, let's say, creating the framework from scratch, right? We will have a huge discussion, or let's say major discussion, on the uh, like various AI and LLM models, guys. Okay, which will help you a lot, which will make you let's say understand like what is the current market situation, which is currently in globally, like not in US or any of the region, globally, how the various models, guys, okay, whether it is Chat GPT, whether it is Gemini, whether it is Copilot, whether it is Cloud, Redrock, all the LLMs right now, whatever are available in the market, how the organizations are taking the subscription, or how they are kind of let's say, if you are able to write a piece of code in one day, how they are trying to make it, let's say, in 2 hours or something. Okay, that's the whole reasons of LLM, guys. Okay, how to use it very let's say practically. Like, I know that everyone are aware the core logic behind all the LLM, but how to use that is the major challenge, guys. Okay, there is a concept of hallucination, prompt engineering, various models which are available in Playwright as well, guys. Okay, so that is something which we will talk at the later stage, like once everyone are comfortable with framework, once everyone are comfortable with running the respective framework and kind of getting the respective output, and how to let's say use the Model Context Protocol, MCP, Playwright in detail. So that will be the later stage, I would say. So our journey will be divided into, I would say, four major, you can say, first we will start with manual testing, which is obviously required. I know some of you already have some background on it, but we will have some basics, guys, to because automation is always preferred on a stable application, guys. Okay, that's a prerequisite. If your application is not manually tested, we will not switch to automation. Simple. Okay, so the first module or the first part would be like, I would say, some basic concept of manual testing, which is very, very important. Then we will jump on to learning the programming language, that is JS and TS, guys. Okay. Now, the major difference between JS and TS, you will not see major. It is hardly 20 to 30%, guys. Okay. Those who are aware about JavaScript, they can easily learn TypeScript or vice versa. Okay, both are scripting language. Both are very popular. This is the language which is being used by the developer as well, guys. Okay, whoever you might have heard, let's say I'm working as a full stack developer, I'm working as a front end developer or Node.js developer, right? So all these people are using TypeScript and JavaScript, very, very core, guys. Okay, so we don't need to learn that level. Like we need to have the clarity from the automation point of view, what Playwright is supporting. Simple. Okay, so we will talk about that. Then once the programming language concept is clear, then we will jump on to the Playwright discussion, guys. The setup, the installation, very straightforward process, guys, how it is being configured, and we will select one of the editor for our daily exercise purpose. Okay, and then the very, very important, very, very, you can say, unique USP, very, very important. That is the last portion, which is the AI, let's say, model, or how we will integrate the respective framework, whatever we have created into AI context, guys. Okay. The AI, I would say, because we have various models, so that we will like discuss later, like which model I will select. How, because right now there are various extensions which are available, guys. You can select any of them and play around with that. Okay, we will discuss that later at the end of the you can say course. Okay. Now, during this journey, guys, we will have, let's say, lot of challenges in terms of understanding the programming language, understanding the manual testing concept, why we are doing the QA cycles, what is software development cycle, what is STLC. So those core concept you should be kind of clear with. Okay. And the effort, obviously, I told you again, I am repeating again, it's not that if you have done the course, you are good to go. I won't say. You need to put similar effort from your side in terms of creating a dummy project. Because the more and more project you do or you create, right, on your own, you will have more queries, more questions, you will have more real-time scenarios, use cases, which you can explain to interviewer during your respective challenges, hurdles, because right now the current situation is that they try to relate what you speak and what you get the error in the console area, terminal area, like that we will discuss in detail, guys. Okay. So from my side, there will be approximately 4 to 5 project. Three will be on UI, two will be on API. Okay. So we will be talking, like we will be covering API as well. API is nothing but like whoever has done the backend testing, right? They might be aware about how the APIs are validated. So a very popular tool called as Postman. If you have heard about, very good. If not, then we will discuss about Postman as well. There are several other tools such as Swagger, Soap UI, Bruno. These are the various popular tools which are being used, but out of them, Postman is very, very like popular, okay, comparatively. So perfect. Let me quickly share my screen and I'll just walk you through the production site of Playwright so that everybody are aware about what I'm talking, and I need to discuss in detail about the various advantage, guys. Don't worry, that we will do. I hope everyone can see my screen. Okay. So guys, this is the official website. I hope everyone can see that I have opened playwright.dev. So this is the official website, which is something which we will obviously discuss in detail. It's a huge website. Don't like consider that it has a lot of content which you need to understand in detail, implement that respective content in our project, guys. Okay. So if you notice carefully, it has major component of you can see this, guys. Okay. What it is saying, it is available for TypeScript, Python, .NET, and Java. Okay. So currently in the current IT world, guys, almost like 90, 70, like around 80 to 90% of the real-time application, whatever you see, right, over the internet, those are built using the respective terminologies or respective language, which I have selected right now on my screen. Okay. So if you consider 15 organization who is, let's say, actively using, who are actively into QA domain. So out of those 15 organization, 12 to 13 organization will be kind of opting for Playwright as their first tool to obviously validate or let's say do the active testing, guys. Okay. The reason is simple. They offer the respective advantage, and we will discuss about the real-time comparison between Cypress, Selenium, and Playwright, and why we are kind of opting for Playwright in detail, guys, in the coming days. Okay. So here, if you notice carefully, it is saying that it is one API to drive Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. Okay. So Chromium, if you are aware, right, Chromium is nothing but a browser engine which is basically supporting Chrome browser, Opera Mini, UC browser. You might have seen a lot of browser, which is, but in real time we are using only 2 to 3 browser in our active like day-to-day usage. But yeah, Chromium is kind of a browser engine which is supporting all the browser. WebKit is something with respect to Safari, guys. Okay, like how obviously basically for the Mac. So this is the official page, guys, from where we will have the clear understanding about how the Playwright test is written, how to configure it, and how to run them on our daily day-to-day basis, guys. Okay. So if you scroll down, you will see the browser, which is kind of it is supporting. And if you click on any of them, okay, let's say get started, you will see the respective pages from where we will be kind of starting our exercise, guys. Okay. This I'm showing you just for understanding purpose that whatever I will be teaching you in terms of Playwright, everything will be documented, guys. We will have a detailed documentation for each set of exercise which we will be doing with respect to, let's say, command, how to identify the locator, how to work with real-time locator, how to change the locator, what are the different wait mechanism, what are the different, let's say, alerts, pop-up, real-time, you can say, JavaScript alerts. So all this will be handled, and all the documentation for each and every command will be available on their official doc, guys. I will not be saying anything which will be, let's say, out of this particular domain, that is playwright.dev. So over here, if you notice, guys, these are the 5 major section. I would say 5 because Node.js is supporting 2, that is JavaScript and TypeScript. Then we have Python, then we have Java, and then we have .NET, which is nothing but C# language, guys. Okay. Now, one thing you need to understand, guys, why we have opted for Node.js. If you see in the list also, Node.js, most of the application right now you will see whether you can consider. I will give you some real-time example, guys. You might have used Airbnb website. You might have used, let's say, uh, Make My Trip or Skyscanner. All these website, in those website, if you try to see the technology which has been used, guys, it will be having Angular, Node.js. So that's the reason Playwright is the best tool which will, let's say, help you in performing the automation testing for those, you can say, application, guys, on lower instance, obviously. Okay. So we will talk about this in detail, guys. Okay. And over here, there are few prerequisite, guys, which you need to consider before you can, let's say, we will talk about that. It is with respect to what all things will be required in your machine. If you are using a Windows machine, if you are using a Mac machine. So what are the prerequisites? We will discuss that in detail. And once that setup is done, we will be able to kind of create a base project and try to play around with that. Okay. Uh, Perfect. I will take a pause here. If anybody wants to add anything, please feel free to.
Yes, because I have one question like most of the applications were also working on Python as well because the LLMs and MCP servers which will be working is mostly on the Python based.
Mhm.
So I just want to ask a question like why not with Python, why only with Node.js?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Bhaskar, you are correct that most of the LLM has a big advantage when it is coming to, you can say, trying to get some, let's say, any detail over the Olama or ChatGPT, Copilot, any of them. That is correct, absolutely. The reason we have opting for JavaScript and TypeScript is because of the community support which is available right now in the market. If you try to see the bifurcate also, okay, in terms of the number of application in real time which are available over the world, like globally, not you will see that TS and JS has got almost like 40% in terms of automation uh, from the Microsoft data. I'll show that detail, don't worry. Where 40 to 45% data like automation which is done for real-time project is done using the TS and JS. Uh, Rest of the language, I'm not saying that none of the organizations are using Java or let's say C Sharp or Python. Uh, if your organization is opting for Python, that is absolutely fine, not a problem. The advantage of JS and TS is that we will have the you can say integration in real time with third party. You can say if you have heard about, let's say, browser stack, Sauce Lab, Lambda test, right? So we will have a better you can say, because all these are like you might have heard about node packages, right? So the integration with third party is comparatively easy for this node module
Okay.
as compared to Python, I would say.
Okay.
And the respective extensions which are available right now in the market for the TS and JS is on the comparatively on the higher side as compared to Python, I would say.
Okay.
So that's a major advantage. That's a major reason. But the one who is opting for this Playwright with JS and TS, they can obviously understand the framework which is developed in Python.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the prerequisite would be same. that
Okay.
you need to have the clarity on Python as a programming language, right? You need to
Mm.
understand the
Yeah.
syntax, how for loop works, how functions works in Python, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever framework you will be creating in your JS or TS, that is 100% convertible into Python language as well. If you are, let's say, having a request for POC or something, right? So we will be able to convert that. Obviously,
Mhm.
learning Python is something which is, again, one particular activity which you need to do. That's it. Otherwise, we will be able to convert the any framework into any language.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And also, I have one more question, like how we would be testing these agents. We'll be testing these agents with the Playwright, right? In the coming sections.
Um, so that's a fourth module which I talked about, right? In the
Mm-hmm.
fourth section, we will be kind of creating our own agents. Those agents will be something which is see, those agents will be someone who will be, let's say, performing the end-to-end activity. But as those who are having the premium subscriptions of respective LLM, they will be able to integrate. But for now, I do have some subscriptions for, let's say, various models such as Olama, such
Mm-hmm.
as Claude. So I'll be able to showcase some of the real-time use cases which is being performed right now in the current QA organizations, how that is being validated, how the respective four
Mm-hmm.
agent, five agent, whatever is required, it is being created, and how real-time test case is being updated without any manual intervention. Obviously, manual intervention is required when something is not getting, like when something is getting failed, guys. That's it. Otherwise, the complete setup is purely via CI/CD, like agentic logic. We will discuss
Mm-hmm.
that in our fourth section, guys.
Sorry, did you speak about CI/CD agentic logic now?
CI/CD agentic logic is in like you will be triggering a respective prompt. That prompt will be responsible for updating your current framework. It will trigger the respective YAML file because
Okay.
there are various things which we will be uh, prompt engineering. That's the reason prompting is important, guys. And that
Okay.
prompt will trigger the YAML logic. And from there, whatever is available in that respective main like branch, all the test case will be kind of getting triggered, and we will get the result over the team channel, Slack, wherever it is being configured, guys.
Okay.
So some of you might be having a query in terms of terminologies, guys. So whatever I will discuss, like if you have any sort of doubts, queries with respect to any of the term which I'm using, feel free to kind of interrupt in between and you can ask at any point of time, guys. Okay? Or else if you want, you can drop a note in the chat window. That is absolutely fine. Yes. Anyone else is having any doubts, queries, questions with respect to any of the topic? Please feel free to, you can unmute and you can ask your doubts, guys.
Sorry, yeah, I would like to ask a follow-up question on the Python. Is it much different working with Python than JavaScript, TypeScript when it comes to automating these tests with Playwright, for example?
I would say there is no major difference, I would say, when you opt for Playwright with Python or Playwright with TS and JS. The only thing is, that's what I told, the community support, the real-time application which is kind of getting built right now in the organization are more on the node module side, like I would say TypeScript and JavaScript side. That's the reason if you take, let's say, 15 projects right now, let's say 8 to 10 project would be having the request for JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay. Like I won't say that it will be the always the use case but the percentage for JS and TS would be on the higher side compared to Python. That's for sure. So whenever you will see any kind of requirement which will be getting into your nearby location or something, the first preference would be TS and JS. That is 100% sure. Python, I would say that is something which will be on a special request or something. But those who have done this curriculum or done this course, right? The only one thing you need to learn is like learning the Python syntax and structure. Okay. So whatever 4 projects or 5 projects I will be kind of creating from scratch, you can easily convert them into ready Python logic also, because the setup is same, the installation part is same. The only thing which will be getting changed is like the structure or syntax in which our test case will be written. That's it. Yep.
What's the total timeline of this course to get to that endpoint with working with the LLMs?
Okay, so the I would say it would be approximately uh 60 like I would say uh 45 days till we reach that point. Basically like till 45th session or 44th session, I would be 100% sure that we will complete the integration with manual logic, like manual testing concepts. We will be able to have the clarity on JS and TS as a PL programming language. We will be able to create at least 4 dummy project which will be running end to end with around 70 to 80 test cases into it. And then we will be around 8 to 10 sessions. We will have the complete deep dive discussion on the AI part, which you are talking about. Yep. How about others? Please feel free to ask any kind of silly questions, guys. Don't worry. Any queries, any questions, please you can ask at any point of time, guys. If you have any silly questions also, please feel free to, because unless and until you won't clarify things, it would be hard to digest or let's say understand the respective concept in detail. Okay. So I would encourage, I would request if you got any sort of queries, uh,
Hi,
feel
Vikas.
free. Yep, go in.
Uh, I would like to ask, like, I mean, your main focus on Playwright with JavaScript and TypeScript, right? And I can see you are also focusing on .NET, which is C#.NET. So, are you focusing with the combination of C#.NET as well?
No, no, no. I mentioned that once you are 100% clear with Playwright with JavaScript or TypeScript, okay,
Okay.
you will be able to convert the respective framework into C sharp as well. Okay.
Okay.
My expertise would be for JS and TS, but obvious. But the extra effort would be required from your side to learn C Sharp from scratch. Okay. Like whether it is using library systems, whatever it is required. But the condition is that you need to be very like you need to be having the understanding on C Sharp language, right? The installation part, the setup part, the module structure, the layout, everything would remain as it is. There would be no change. Okay, 100%. There would be no change in the background process, guys. The only thing which will be kind of getting updated, even the command will remain same. That is for sure. The only thing which is getting updated is the programming language, which you will be that is something you need to perform. Okay, same for Python, same for Java.
You meant to say in depth of OOPS concepts because there is a slight difference between Java and .NET, right? So
Yes,
that change we can in depth if we go, then we can find out. Apart from that, there is no difference. What you are saying.
that's correct. So
Got it.
that activity you guys need to kind of obviously perform. My primary focus would be on all the concept relevant to JS and TS, JavaScript and TypeScript.
And how much time it is required us to put into the efforts where we can execute the automation parts using Playwright with TS or JS.
Yep, that's what I mentioned. Uh, like within 35 to 45th day, right, you will be in a position to run end-to-end framework. Okay.
Mhm.
That framework would be using like I will be having some project, real-time project, like it will be like two of them would be on API, three would be on the UI side. Okay. So you will be able
Mhm.
to run them via the command which we will be discussing in detail. Obviously via CI/CD process as well, that is GitHub Action, or if you're opting something else like Azure or something, we will be able to run them. The remaining 7 to, let's say, remaining days, we will be incorporating into like how our framework can be upgraded or use the logic of agents, how to because this is what right now current QA industry is looking for, guys, to be honest with you all. Okay. So
Yeah.
current IT industry is not looking for manual testing or something. Okay. They will be making sure that you know all the relevant concept with respect to prompting, hallucination, how you are creating agents, how many agents you are created, what are the different MD files, markdown files you have generated, how you are using those markdown file, how you are using them, right? So that is something will be from 45th. That's what I'm giving you ideal number. It can vary plus or minus 2. That is for sure.
Okay. Sure. Sure, Vikas. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, Govind, for highlighting that. How about others?
Because I
Uh,
have one more question.
Go ahead, Bhaskar, please.
Yeah, you just mentioned like two API projects. Uh, those two API projects will be falling, I mean, like with the Cloud or ChatGPT kind of version, that API key using that API keys.
That will be something like it will be straightforward, whatever we have discussed, or let's say whatever we have done the practice on the Postman side. Okay.
Okay.
And later on, whatever you are talking, right, where we are using the real-time API keys,
Mm,
which is generated by Claude or any of the LLM, we
mm,
integrate that in our .env file and try to, let's say, generate the uh, 20, 50, whatever number of test cases for those CRUD operation or whatever operation we will perform. Because API testing, you will not feel major challenge, guys. The only thing is, in case if it is failing, you need to kind of raise the defect or bug for that. But yeah, there might be some scenario or some use cases where there is some dependency or complex, you can say nested scenario, I would say. So in that, you need to kind of understand the real-time use cases, how it is being performed. And over there, whatever you are saying, that we can integrate the respective API key from whichever application which we are having and try to run it via respective cloud agents or Redrock, whatever agents we have, right, which is integrated in our VS Code, and it will make sure that we are getting all the relevant result over there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Vikas.
Yep. Uh, Perfect. So most probably, guys, there are some prerequisite. I will not discuss those prerequisite today. In our like tomorrow's session, we will straight away start with the hands-on activity. So at that time, we will discuss the prerequisite and what all steps are required from your side in detail. And whatever activity which I will be doing, guys, you can perform at the same time. And if you face any challenge, issues, concerns, you can unmute and you can just drop a note. You can share a screen for a couple of minutes and let's say what concerns you're facing. So we'll sort it out. And then we will start with the real-time program activities as well for like respective languages, which we will be talking in detail. And each and every concept, right, it will be having the respective program based on that, guys. Okay. So we will discuss those in detail. Initial discussion is required, guys. Later on, you will see that those code and everything is kind of generated using various LLM, but that we will discuss later on. Don't worry. But yeah, your concept, your logic, how the code or let's say how the use case scenario is written, that should be pretty much clear. Then only you will have the clarity on how the code or let's say whatever is let's say generated via respective LLM. That is something like later on you will have the clarity on that. Okay. Hmm. Perfect. I think I'll hand over to Jagdish
Okay,
for
Vikas.
further
Yeah.
queries and
Thank you.
questions.
Thank you, Vikas. Okay, thanks everyone for joining. Before closing for the day, I just want to mention one thing. The classes are completely hands-on and practical. Today it was just an overview and introductions. So from tomorrow, as Vikas mentioned, you will start setting up Playwright and you will start actually doing something with Playwright. And there will be, so we don't operate like a typical training institutes. Like we don't put a presentation slide and then, click, go next, 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 and talk a lot and then, end the session. So it will be not like that. It will be mostly hands-on. So the objective of this entire training program for 1.5 to 2 months, it will take maximum 2 months, not more than that. The whole goal is in these 2 months, you will reach to a point where you can set up a framework from scratch and automate the apps. That is the goal. You should be able to work after 2 months. That is the goal. So the whole program is designed in such a way. Sometimes it goes slow, as Vikas mentioned again. You can share your screen, fix whatever the blocker you have. You also have WhatsApp group. You can share a screenshot and post there and then ask the question. You will get the help from me, from Vedran, from Vikas. So you have to put efforts to learn so that you can actually work rather than just simply getting a feeling that, okay, I finished the Playwright course, I got certification, the 2 months is over, and then now you learn a new skill. But when it comes to actually working, so maybe you're stuck. That is the case with most of the people who attend the programs. But with this setup, it is not like that. And I want you to make maximum out of it and keep that in mind. And the only disadvantages with that setup is it goes a bit slow. It gets really exciting, when you have a presentation, and going slide by slide and speaking about the bullet points and the slide and showing some nice graphics, it really gets exciting and interesting. But when it comes to doing the work, doing the practicals, it is not as exciting as just watching and listening. So you have to little bit compromise yourselves with that excitement part, and bend your mind and start working. So get into that mode from tomorrow. Have a decent laptop and decent internet connection. Install Zoom on your laptops, whether you have Mac or Windows. Install. Don't try to join from the browser, because if you join from the browser, Zoom will not cancel the background noise, and when you share screen also the experience is not smooth. But if you download Zoom and install, the experience is very smooth. Zoom also cancels background noise by default. So even if you unmute and talk, if someone is talking behind you, and so it will cancel the noise automatically. That's all. That's all you need, and a little bit enthusiasm and interest. And you will also get study material, practice material after the session. Go through that material, practice it, and you will also get the recording. This recording will also be uploaded into the drive. You already have the drive link access. I will also share the same link in the WhatsApp group as well. You can just watch the recording again, but today mostly introductions, so you don't have to watch. We'll also share the meeting notes with you in a separate folder and separate document under the recordings itself. If you have any questions, you can post the questions in the WhatsApp group. So for today, we will end the session here. As I said, if you have questions, you are welcome to post them in the WhatsApp group. Have a nice evening, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Jagdish, please. And tomorrow, what time of Swedish time?
4 p.m. CET.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye,
you,
everyone. Have a nice evening.